Welcome back, everybody, to another Friday Fireside discussion. I got an awesome guest today and an awesome background and stage. Remember last week? Wasn't pretty sad. I told you we'd be getting better. But yes, I have Steve Blanco here with me. Hello, Steve.
How you doing,
How
Paul?
are
Thanks
you
for having.
doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
I am glad to have you on board. Yeah, so I'm glad we can get this going. So, guys, as always, this interview is you get the full interview on if you're a club member or FGTV or sign for Patreon. If not, you get 5 minutes. So yeah, let's go into this conversation. Let's learn. Let's hear about Steve. Steve, what's up? Who are you? What do you do?
Well, I am mainly a musician, um, who's also very into crypto, and I play in an extreme metal band. I play bass and I tour around the world called Imperial Triumphant. Um, I also play jazz piano. That's really the main thing. That's my main, first love, true love, whatever you want to call it, And I also make films. I'm a filmmaker. I've made short films and written a couple feature scripts and hope to make a feature film sometime.
Mm-hmm. You're a jack of all trades.
Mostly in the music and film arenas. That's my love, my livelihood.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So heavy metal. How long have you been in the music industry for?
I've been in the music industry basically my entire life. So as a professional, I guess, probably about 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a lot. What about the film, Mickey? Were you in music first or were you in film first?
Music has always been kind of like the one that wins the battle, between the two, or like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing, Um, and so I was doing music since I'm a kid. I got into film because of my father. He was a filmmaker and a cinematographer for WCBS in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, wow.
so he taught me, I learned basically from him about film. I didn't go to film school or anything, but I learned it all from him.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah.
So film, music, and you said heavy metal was that your band? Or the type of music you did
Yeah,
into?
so I'm a jazz musician, but I also play in an extreme metal band.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and like I'm
It's like it feels like it's totally opposite sides too. It's like you got jazz, which we got playing on right now in the background here, and then heavy metal. We sometimes get that with Steve, our tattoo guy.
Yeah, I mean, the world of music is huge. Like I don't like to stay too in a box. I feel like try to live as much as possible, explore as much as possible. So I'm into all kinds of music.
Nice, awesome. So where are you originally from? New York or?
Yeah, so I grew up in the Hudson Valley in the suburbs of New York City, in a place called Nyack, right on the Hudson River.
Mm-hmm.
And I lived in Amsterdam for a while too, because I studied music over there.
Oh, nice.
That was very cool, yeah. And then, but I've been living in New York City basically for all these years. But I also come to Sarasota a lot because my mom's been down here for many, many years, and I love being in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Any chance you'll permanently be down here or no?
That's my plan. I'm actually trying. That's getting ramped up pretty quick nowadays. So it's looking like it's gonna happen soon. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome, man. I just came down here last year. Loved it this first year being here.
Yeah, you're from SoCal.
Southern California, that's
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Been there, born and raised. First 33 years of my life, finally escaping. Last year, got to try out Missouri for a month,
Oh,
which
that's
was
cool. That's
it was
cool.
like a change of pace away from home,
Yeah,
kind of
that's
further
cool.
than just down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like Florida. It's like love it. Don't think I can see myself going back there.
Yeah, I mean, Florida is really a special place. I especially love the west coast of Florida. Like
Mm-hmm.
where we're at. Like I love Tampa, St. Pete, Sarasota, like the whole.
It's very chill.
Trifecta, whatever you want to call it.
I
Yeah,
get
it's
like
chill.
mm-hmm. Gives me Orange County vibe, so it feels like the West Coast of the West Coast, but the West Coast on the East Coast here. So I love it.
I like that. We'll call it the west coast of the East Coast,
Mm-hmm.
which technically it is, right?
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you go to Miami, then you are the East Coast.
That's a different world. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it really is.
Yeah.
So tell me, how long have you been in crypto for? That's where my